Kenyatta's legitimacy. So he had to look for a way to bring Raila Odinga as the only way to legitimize his power sharing. On the other hand, Raila Odinga had a problem. He contested in 2013 as a serious prime minister. He spent billions. He lost. He contested in 2017, the first time. He spent billions. He lost. Financially, he had become weak. He saw a chance of a negotiated settlement. Rumor has it that he never presented himself for the rerun because already the point of handshake had already been discussed. And there was some consideration that was given for him not to run. Immediately, he also saw a chance of getting state funds. And you've seen all of a sudden Raila Odinga has the trappings of a state officer, and yet he does not occupy any government office in this country. Two, you look at the number of his lieutenants who are very loyal. From 2013, they were getting jilted. Now they are back in government. This is an agenda. He had to look for a way to raise resources for 2022. He has acquired those resources. William Ruto has lost those resources. Third, his serious contender, according to the way you look at it, it was William Ruto. How could he be able to challenge William Ruto in 2022 if he still was outside without resources and without the benefit of the deep state? He has managed to edge William Ruto out. But that was time-bound. Now the reality is here. President Uhuru Kenyatta had no intention at all to give the baton to Raila Odinga. And he has said it very clearly, that has never been discussed. And that shall never appear. Raila Odinga is saying, yes, we never discussed that way, but then I'll take the Samsonian approach of the Bible. I'll bring it crumbling down. Where will President Uhuru Kenyatta rush to? As a general who was depending on the military that is hired, the owners of the military, the soldiers are leaving. Raila Odinga is leaving. In Parliament, you've seen the likes of Senior Counsel Otienda Molo, Senior Counsel Orengo, Senior Counsel Mugeni. The Raila diehards are saying this thing must be opened. We must put our position clear. History will judge us right. So the marriage, as Roba says it, is heading to the dogs. How will President Uhuru Kenyatta navigate the remaining 1 year? Once the BBI dies, because it was intended to die, that must be very clear. The state cannot and shall not have 2 versions or 6 versions. My friend Trevor, the state is such a monster, is such a bureaucracy. It cannot that it is a typographical error. It was by design. The WACO draft of 205 or 206, the state inserted a clause that they can tap into people's forms at the last minute. The government printer is such a serious department in government that you cannot tell any Kenyan that the BBI was being printed at River Road, that there were very many printers all over. So in my own view, President Uhuru Kenyatta has gotten the legitimacy. He has gotten his way up to now, and nobody is going to go to the streets anyway to fight him. It will be Raila Odinga and William Ruto and Trevor if you want to be the president. So the president has finished his term in a very peaceful manner. The battle line is between now and definitely, they knew very well, once the courts stop it, the president will tell you, you see, this is a country where I swore to defend the Constitution. The courts have said, this cannot go to a referendum. What do you want me to do? If they have said no, we have a 2022 election, let's proceed. That is the legal, political implication of the drama we are seeing. Where does it leave Wanjiku? Yeah. Where does it leave my people and myself? Kenyans' money has been utilized in a white elephant project. We are suffering because we have pumped so much money, so much time, but we have achieved one thing. We have not had street battles. Yeah. That's the only advantage, that we never had street battles. The economy peaked, and whatever the KRA picked from the quiet economy that was doing business went to a sunk pit latrine where funds have been dumped, time has been spent, we don't know the end result. But as a lawyer, I'll definitely tell you that it cannot, even a first-year law student will just dismiss that BBI, because the legal framework. Trevor, why haven't we ever even now made a referendum law in this country? Why? The bills are lying in Parliament. Is it accidental? We had the first referendum in 2005, somewhere around that time. It died. We had another referendum in 2010. There was no referendum law. This one has been talked. Nobody is busy looking at it. Look at the time we are reconstituting the IEBC. Is it accidental or is it by design? It is, in this country, nothing happens accidentally. Okay. At entry, before entry, exit strategy is already put. We will enter like this, we'll exit like this. Okay. So, any Kenyan who thinks that anything is happening, everything is controlled. The president has thousands and thousands of strategic advisors. He cannot be wrong. So don't think that the president has been cornered. He knows, he knew how he entered into the plan, and he knew how he'll exit comfortably. Okay.